G'day mates, welcome to our final instalment of notable figures in British history, starting off with Sir Christopher Wren, highly acclaimed English architect with a passion for anatomy, astronomy, geometry, maths and physics. He was science pals with Isaac Newton and Blaise Pascal and Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke was a friend from his school days, and Sir Isaac Newton, Robert Hooke's science rival, was fascinated with a lot of Christopher Wren's work. Isaac Newton and Robert Hooke were rivals in microbiology and microstudies. Moving on to Christopher Wren's architectural projects, he built 52 churches in London, including St Paul's Cathedral and the Royal Hospital in Chelsea, the Old Royal Naval College, the south front of Hampton Court Palace, and the Wren Building, which is in America. Moving on to Sir Jonathan Ubl, who, like Sir Christopher Wren, was born in aristocracy. He was the first governor of the Bank of England. He was the son of a merchant, and they worked in the money sector. As well as that, they were a big churchy family. And then in 1994, to commemorate the Bank of England's 300th anniversary, Ubl was on the £50 notes until he was replaced by Matthew Boulton and James Watts. These two had a similar dynamic to Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla, where Matthew Boulton was in management and manufacturing and James Watts was the inventor. So we have the Thomas Edison side and the Nikola Tesla side. Matthew Boulton was once known for saying, "I so hear, sir, what all the world desires to have, power." And James Watts was once found saying, "I can think of nothing else but this machine." This is because Mr. Watts was absolutely fascinated by steam power. He was a Scottish inventor, engineer and chemist ever since he was a wee lad up north in Scotland. James Watts was fascinated by steam power, and all steam inventions are kind of credited to this man. And he has an SI unit named after him, Watts, for power. It's kind of his thing. James Watts moved to London and befriended Adam Smith, father of economics, and also known as the £20 note man. Not the newest man on the crappy polymer notes, but the one just before. Watts became friends with Matthew Boulton, a son of a worker at a metal plant, when they met in London and co-founded the Lunar Society along with Erasmus Darwin, Josiah Wedgwood and Joseph Priestley. It's not to be mistaken with the playwright of Inspector Calls. That is a completely different man. Moving on to Alan Turing, the computer man. The man famous for working with computers and the Enigma code to help beat the Germans in World War II. Judging from the picture, was probably someone accidentally splashed too much adorableness when he was born, and he never managed to have it all wiped off. Must be from his boarding school days, because he seems to like a little comb over and to wear a full suit. Turing was once famous for saying This is only the foretaste of what is going to come, and only the shadow of what is going to be. He probably didn't say it in such a dramatic tone. This is just how I talk sometimes. I don't know how to turn it off. Please help me. Some of the things Turing is famous for working on are cryptanalysis of the Enigma, Turing's proof, and Turing's machine. He tested these machines to test the limits of how far they can go to solve problems. We worked on the unorganized machine and made a Turing pattern and Turing reduction, and he worked on the chemical basis of morphogenesis. Born in London, Alan Turing would soon be buried or cremated in Woking, another town that is close to my hometown. Whoa, my hometown. This concludes our final installment of Notable Figures in British History. Thank you for listening to my rambles. You've all been a wonderful audience. I will see you the next time I have something else to ramble.